love this shirt because I'm basically naked. Not really, but my titties are almost out. Not really. But I love being naked. Like, don't you just wish we could just walk around naked all the fucking time? And then fuck each other?
We support you 100%. We think more women should be like you. As a matter of fact, I think I love you. Every man agrees with you. We support you. Go for it.
No one seems to understand that when a man is quiet, it's usually one of two things. He's either thinking about nothing, or he's thinking about everything. And when it's everything, it's overwhelming. So just be patient. We're trying.
The money doesn't mean that much to you.
Nah, listen, I know loads of people. I know billionaires and I know millionaires and I know people who ain't got all. And the most unhappy people are the richest ones. That's a fact. That's true. So all you people out there, yeah, listen to that. I've got billionaire mates and they're very unhappy. They're never happy. If they found 100 grand on the floor, they wouldn't make them happy. They'd be looking for the next one because enough is never enough. They're always chasing more. And no matter what they achieve, they're always trying to go again and try and make more. But for me, I'm happy. I'd be happy if I lived in a council flat up there in a tower block. I don't really care because I don't need a flash house or a flash car for someone to like me. If they don't like me, then f*** them.
Yo. Nothing good lasts forever. And that means that one day we're gonna become strangers. I really don't want it to happen, but in case that day comes, I just want you to know that every moment was one to remember. I mean, like, you mean the world to me, and no matter what happens in the future, you will always mean the world to me. It's because I love you, and that'll never change. Lovely.
Being a guy must be hard. Just hear me out for a sec. They have to text us first, buy us food, look cute with no makeup, have a steady job, have nice cars. They have to be tall, they have to impress parents, brothers and sisters, friends. They have to be good at sex automatically. They have to be a gentleman always. They can't ever be in a bad mood. They always have to be in a good mood. So yeah, guys, you have it hard too. So unless you're not a good guy and you're mean or whatever, you will have my respect and you have my love and care.
If there was one thing that you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Pick your damn clothes up off the floor.
What was that again? I couldn't hear.
Pick your damn clothes up off the floor.
Okay. Why can't women just remember to leave the damn toilet seat up?
You know, that's a great question. Goes both ways.
Okay. Okay. Women often talk about hormones influencing their emotions and behavior. Why are there some women who shame men for being horny when testosterone is a male hormone?
These interview questions seem super sexist, and I'm not going to continue this. Thanks so much, though.
Well, doesn't it go both ways, though?
They seem all pretty sexist. That's okay, though. Thank you so much.
You can't hurt an overthinker. They've played out every scenario in their head. They've already seen it coming. You're just proving them right. Which I don't want to talk about it.
I got married, but I don't want to be with
You got married?
Yeah.
You currently married?
Yes.
Oh.
Married, yeah.
No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ma'am. Are you trolling me?
No, I'm not.
A platform with 1 million folks actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Because he's high value and I felt like...
And the reason you want to break your covenant with God and wreck your home of the pipe fitter guy is because the previous guy was higher value, meaning he earns more money?
Yeah, and his social status, how he looks.
What would the world say about that man?
it would say that this woman he got back with is the one he always wanted.
She belongs to the streets.
I just don't understand. What the fuck is up with girls nowadays? Honestly, they're snapping 20 guys at one time. But not only that, they turn down the good guys for a guy that would treat them like shit and leave them. So you're telling me I could do so much for you, and if I'm not cute enough, and if, you know, I don't do this or that, then I'm not what you want? Are you serious? You're gonna leave me for a dude that looks better than me? Yes, he may, but I don't care, because I would do so much for you, and for you to fucking leave. It happens too much, I'm telling you, man.
Is it okay for women to fear men when 80% of all violent crime is done by men?
Yes, I mean that's why that broad paintbrush is there.
Okay, how is that different than judging certain races based on statistical data? In other words, why is it okay for women to be sexist but not racist?
Those are... I'm a sociology minor, I'm thinking. The difference between being sexist and racist. Can you ask the question again?
Well, I'm saying...
Yeah, well, you're basing something off of statistics, and then you can't say the same thing based off you can't ignore one statistic and go completely full in on another.
That's because it's systematic, it's systematic racism. It's built into our society, and the same way sexism is.
Well, right, but I'm just saying that, you know, there are statistics to back up certain reasons that certain people might, you know,
I would just say it's because racism is more prevalent and has more severe consequences than sexism, because in our society right now, men and...
I mean, if we live in a male-dominated society,
but isn't it sad that we have to make laws to protect women from men?
Well, wouldn't it be sadder if we couldn't?
Okay, well, related to that, right? If we lived in a matriarchy where women had all the power, would women still make laws to protect men?
I hope they would, but I would also hope that men would be fighting for equality as well.
Well, why aren't feminists fighting for those laws right now?
That's what feminism means. Feminism just means equality. It means equality for men, women, the environment, people of every color.
So my question about this then is, if feminism is about equality, why isn't there equal representation of both men and women's issues?
Yeah. Because I think that since we are in a patriarchal society, that women's issues are more prevalent and more pressing than the ones that men are currently facing, because they do have a lot more privilege than women do.
Who's to say one is more oppressing than the other?
There's a lot of statistics and things out there that would say that.
Is it possible to be pro-men without being anti-woman?
Do men...
This is why women are more likely to survive in a zombie apocalypse scenario.
Because zombies eat brains.
That one there was a violation, personally I wouldn't have it.
If women are dressing for themselves, why do you often see women walking around in uncomfortable shoes and skimpy dresses when it's freezing cold outside?
I don't do that.
I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying are those women dressing for themselves if they're walking around with, you know, uncomfortable shoes and no. So they're dressing for attention, right?
Maybe. But you know, again,
freezing, wearing skimpy outfits, or like wearing really uncomfortable shoes. I mean, they can't be dressing for themselves because otherwise they'd be comfortable, and they don't look very comfortable. So what do you think about that?
I think a lot of women say that they dress for themselves, but they're really not dressing for themselves.
Do you think there's a difference?
I think it's like subconsciously dressing for others, but like they're like, oh I'm just dressing for myself. Yeah.
Right. Do you think there's a difference between what women say that they want and what they actually respond to?
Yeah.
Yes. So can you trust a woman's dating advice?
Depends.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay.
Probably not.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch this video above and let me know, do you think any crimes were committed? Now let me give you some background information. Apparently this is a girlfriend confronting her boyfriend about possibly cheating. Watch what happens next. In order for self-defense to be justifiable, there must be an imminent threat of grave bodily injury, and you must use proportional force to stop the threat. Now when I first saw this video, I said, no, it's retaliation. He's not in continuous threat of harm. but she runs again and she tries to attack him. It could go either way. Keep your hands to yourself.
What are women better at than men?
Everything.
Everything. Everything, bitch.
Everything?
Basically everything, because men should die. Straight cis men don't deserve to fucking live.
Because men have nothing better than women. We all are useless.
So you hate yourself?
Yeah, I do. I hate myself. You hate yourself because you're a guy, because women are much more smarter than men.
Unless you're gay, then it's fine. But if it's a straight man, that's not good. What the fuck are men good at?
Men are pretty much useless. All they do is stick their dicks everywhere. They're all shit at everything.
So there's like one thing men are better at than women?
Like, other than being manipulative rapists.
So men aren't better at one thing?
Sexualizing women and raping people?
Do you think men are physically stronger than women?
No.
We're not naturally born stronger?
You're naturally born fucking assholes.
If sexual orientation was a choice, do you think I would choose to like men?
Oh my god, we get it. It's easy to just hate on guys for content right now because it's trendy. But can we be completely honest? What you're doing is kind of sad and pathetic, because instead of dealing with your emotional trauma like an adult and choosing better men to be in relationships with, you're just like hating on an entire gender. You know what we call men who do that? Incels. Come on now. It's weak.
People can't get up in the morning and they can't get out of bed. I'm going to tell you why. Because they can predict the feeling of everything that's going to happen in their life. And their body's resigned to the familiar. It says, oh, another mundane day. But remember when you were a kid and you were going on a field trip? What happened then? You were up and dressed and ready to go before your parents were up. You know why? Because you knew something unexpected was going to happen. That's how we should live our lives. Waking up with the understanding to expect the unexpected, and something unusual should happen in our life as a result of our efforts.
I don't need your sperms. You know what? Even dog sperms can give birth to a human child. Do you know that? Okay. Biology.
Go marry a dog.
Oh, I don't need your.
I got some Batman trivia for you. What's Commissioner Gordon's first name?
Jim.
Jim? I didn't think you'd ever heard of a Jim.
That one there was a violation, personally.
Stop giving women free attention. Women need attention like they need water, and they can't go a day without it. They will do whatever they have to do in order to get it. This is why women are always posting on social media and always talking to a bunch of guys. They do it for the injection of validation and attention that they get. Therefore, this means just because a girl is messaging you on social media doesn't mean she's actually into you. The fastest way to find out if this is true is by asking her to meet you in the next few days. If she responds with a maybe, I'll see, or I'm busy, or anything similar, she's most likely just wasting your time and you're being strung along. Some guys get stuck in this for weeks, months, or even years. That's why it's important to start prioritizing your time and stop wasting it on girls who aren't even interested in you. If you don't, she most likely will just forget about you at the drop of a hat once the guy she truly wants comes along. You want to be that guy, and anything less shouldn't be tolerated.
I know this is gonna sound crazy. I'm not even on social media.
Oh.
That shit is depressing. Cause you once you look at what other people doing, I compare my real life to their highlight reel, and then I start making comparisons, and comparisons is the killer of all joy. So every day I wake up, I try to find my gratitude. I don't give a fuck what's going on social media.
Do you believe men make better pilots than women? Women? What do you think?
I don't think your gender wouldn't have any play in what type of pilot you are.
What do you think he's gonna answer?
I think he's gonna say yes.
Brian, you're a pilot as well, right?
Yes, I am.
So what would you answer to this question?
I would answer no, I don't think they are.
Well, all that matters is what's true for you. So question 4 reads, do you believe men make better pilots than women?
For me, it just comes down to, and this is pretty much from a military standpoint, one word, testosterone. It's just a natural substance. It just makes a big difference from my perspective, with the strength and the aggression that you need to be a good military pilot.
Right.
My answer is yes.
That answer is true.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, me and Alex have announced our engagement the other week. What Alex doesn't know is I found out she's been having an affair with a guy called Thomas Rue. This is the clever bit. I've kept my mouth shut and I'm setting her up in about 2 hours at 1:30 on the 19th of November, and I've known since Halloween, bearing in mind, I've known for 3 weeks. In between, she's sent me messages in her underwear and stuff, and she's also sent them to him, and I've read his reply to her. It's been going on a while. Anyway, she claims to love me, etc, 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 and all this bullshit wedding.
Hey, she said she went to Burger Mill. That'll be $9. Excuse me, sir. It's not she, it's they. Where's the other person? I don't think you understand. I'm not a she. I go by they. Okay. Well, that'd be $18. Whoa, sir, you just said that I had to pay $9. Yeah. She would have to pay $9. They have to pay $18. Okay, I'm not sure if you're trying to be sarcastic, but my pronouns are not she. My pronouns are they. You know what? How about both of y'all get out my store? Both of who? Both of who? Why your friend just moved? What y'all trying to get into? What friend? Who are you talking about?
Yo, gamer girl. That's it. That's all I have. I'm sorry.
Okay, how come every time they see a girl with the headset on, they think, oh my god, she's a gamer girl, and why do we have to be labeled as gamer girls?
You have a gamer headset on you.
So?
Usually when people have
also,
gamer equipment.
But like, why they gotta specify? Why they gotta say gamer girl? You don't call boys who game gamer boys, do you?
Because gamer girls are a rare breed. We get excited.
They are?
Yeah. You're trying to catch me off guard and then I give you a compliment and that's it? That's your whole game? You suck at this.
Every time I see somebody, they're like, oh my god, you're a gamer girl, and they say it like it's a bad thing.
Right, I can treat you like one of the boys if you want. When you poop, do you sit or do you squat when you wipe?
I sit.
Okay.